There are plenty of amazing pistols that are not on this gun list. That doesn't mean they aren't great. It just means I only included the most commonly used and popular concealed carry guns in this list. After all, I only have room for 10 of them. This Best Concealed Carry Guns list contains some of the best pistols and handguns for concealed carry from the best gun and pistol brands out there. Ruger Max 9, $420. There was no chance Ruger was going to be left out of the micro-compact fray, and the company did a whole bunch of things right with the Max 9. Available with or without the manual safety lever, the Max 9 comes standard with a slide cut for optics and a fiber optic tritium front sight that's easily visible in both daylight and low-light conditions. Additionally, the nicely sized sights co-witness with J-point or shield-style micro red dot optics. And the Max 9 also boasts a 10-round capacity for the standard magazine as well. The slide and barrel wear a black oxide finish, and the mag release is reversible for left-handed shooters. The sample unit's trigger measured an average of 4.75 pounds at the break, and the pull was very clean and grit-free. Though the grip looks a little boxy, it's extremely comfortable. Every single evaluator lauded the Max 9's controllability. Very impressed with its accuracy. The Ruger Max 9 brought a lot to the table in regard to features and performance, especially in comparison to other pistols in the test. While it wasn't the least expensive pistol on the table, there's no question that it's action-packed with value and very worthy of being at your side. ZEV Z365 Octane, $1,142. ZEV Technologies is all about taking a solid product and making it even better. And that's just what they did with the Z365 Octane. Using SIG's P365 platform, the folks at ZEV only made a few upgrades, but boy did those upgrades make a difference. The biggest upgrade is the titanium gray, custom slide manufactured by ZEV. Additionally, ZEV threw in a different sight package that features a small fiber optic pipe up front and a blacked out and serrated rear sight that stays in place when an optic is installed. Another perk of the custom slide is its reduced weight, which translates to flatter shooting and less muzzle flip, helping the shooter stay on target for follow-up shots. ZEV also replaced the factory barrel with the Z365 Pro barrel that sports a DLC finish. Everything else, including the trigger, remained the same. However, there was no question that the Z365 Octane was a significant step up from the standard P365, and it's well worth a look if you want something a little different and you want to squeeze every drop of performance you can out of the P365 platform. Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus, $525. Smith & Wesson jumped into the micro-compact market in 2021 with the M&P Shield Plus. Not exactly a brand new design, the Shield Plus builds on the success of the Shield 2.0 by integrating a few subtle changes. These included increased magazine capacity of 10 plus 1 rounds with the flush-fitting mag and 13 plus 1 rounds with the extended mag. Additionally, the texturing was tweaked a bit for user comfort. Perhaps the biggest and most important change with the Shield Plus is the trigger. The company did away with the hinged trigger design in favor of a flat-face version, and the trigger brake was improved as well. The guys weren't blown away by the white, freed of sights on the review pistol, but they are made from steel and night sights are available as an option. But there were quite a few comments about how pleasant the Shield Plus was to shoot and how controllable it was during fire. There's just something about the pistol's size and ergos that makes the Shield Plus easy to shoot. A bonus with the tweaked design is that the Shield Plus will still fit the vast majority of holsters made for the original Shield. And while there's not a whole lot of glitz and glam about the Shield Plus, it's easily one of the best micro-compact pistols of the bunch. Lone Wolf LTD19 V2. The LTD19 V2 is a Glock clone that incorporates the company's Timberwolf frame that is thinner than a Glock frame for an improved purchase on the pistol. It also boasts a lower weight overall, thanks to the reduced mass of the slide, which allows the pistol to shoot a bit flatter than a standard Glock. It's a sleek and spacey-looking pistol with its two-tone appearance. Though a solid back version is available, the LTD19 V2 includes unique and very effective cocking serrations at the front of the slide, as well as a V-cut up front that allows the barrel to protrude just a bit for a little visual appeal. At the bottom of the frame, there's a mag well installed that has a rather abrupt transition from the grip, instead of a gentle slope. The trigger was a tad bit heavy at an average of 5.75 pounds for the break, but it was quite crisp for a striker-fired pistol. Overall, the LTD19 is a fairly competent package with some good stuff to like, provided the feed issues were an anomaly isolated to this one pistol. Wesson Combat SFX-9, $2,853. Speaking of doing things right, the folks at Wesson Combat know how to build phenomenal pistols that are exceptionally boring at the same time. You know what I mean? Boringly accurate, boringly reliable, and the list goes on and on. The only thing that isn't boring is the price. The SFX-9 has a taller frame that takes 15-round magazines. The SF series of pistols features a solid frame that has the grips integrally machined into the frame itself. This reduces width and adds strength to the overall package. Other high points include a fluted, conical barrel that sports a recessed crown, and a plethora of Wesson's bulletproof parts, such as the hammer, safety magazine release. The frame incorporates the company's enhanced reliability rails, as well as the proprietary X-Stack treatment on the front and back straps. The tri-top slide offers 30 LPI serrations on top, as well as a DLC finish, carry cuts, and a heavy chamfer at the bottom. Yes, the Wesson Combat SFX-9 is a little pricey, but the folks at Wesson used all of that headroom wisely to produce a pistol that shoots, operates, and handles as good as it looks. If you got the bankroll for it, it's absolutely worth every penny. Springfield Hellcat RDP, $914. Next up is the Hellcat RDP package that includes a Hex Wasp Red Dot unit and a self-indexing compensator. The Hex Wasp features a sturdy housing made from 6061 T6 aluminum and incorporates a 3.5 MOA red dot with a battery life of over 65,000 hours. The Hex Wasp's red dot is powered on constantly and uses an auto-dimming feature to adjust dot brightness to ambient conditions. The Hellcat also offers a class-leading capacity of 11 plus, 1 rounds with its standard flush-fitting magazine with an extended 13-round magazine as an option. The front and rear cocking serrations on the slide are fairly minimal, though the texturing on the frame is quite good. It has a sandy, skateboard tape feel to it and extends to the memory pads at the front of the trigger guard. Like many micro-compacts, the Hellcat has an accessory rail as well as a reversible magazine release. While the Hellcat is not new, there are enough significant new features on the RDP version to stand up and take notice. Overall, the grip was good, picking up the dot and sights was easy, and the gun shot reliably and accurately with no malfunctions or other issues. SIG Sauer P365X RZ, $649. The X model is a hybrid of the P365 shorter barrel and slide and the P365 XL taller frame, which natively hosts 12-round magazines. Everything good about the P365 platform is still good, including the texturing, X-ray, 3-night sights, fore and aft cocking serrations, oversized trigger guard, flat-faced trigger and reversible magazine release. The trigger yields up a fairly clean, though not exceedingly crisp, break at an average of 4.75 pounds. The P365X RZ also includes the company's proprietary Romeo Zero optic that offers either a 3 or 6 MOA red dot and has a battery life of up to 20,000 hours. The one area where several evaluators gave the P365X a significant ding was the sights or lack thereof. The P365X RZ does not have a rear sight when the optic is installed. Instead, there is a slight notch in the rear of the RZ housing to align the front sight. Aside from that, the P365X RZ functioned flawlessly and turned out to be one of the best size for capacity pistols on the test bench. The P365X RZ ships with 2 12-round magazines in jurisdictions where it's allowed. CZP-10M, $499. The new CZP-10M is the latest in CZP-10 lineup that was first released in 2017. The P10 series borrows the popular ergonomics of the metal-framed CZ7-5 pistols, creating an effective and comfortable polymer-framed striker-fired pistol. The CZP-10M is the most compact version of the P10 series and fits into the highly competitive micro-compact 9mm pistol market. The CZP-10M is a reliable and exceptionally accurate super compact pistol. It retains the standout features that have set it apart from other striker-fired pistols, most notably outstanding ergonomics and a superb trigger. With a reduced footprint and width, it has been optimized for comfortable concealed carry, while maintaining a 7+1 capacity with 9x19 cartridges. An internal slide stop and user-friendly trigger make the CZP-10M an ideal firearm for everyday carry. Smith & Wesson CSX, $545. Smith & Wesson CSX introduced in 2022 to relatively muted fanfare. The trim little 9mm is tailored perfectly to EDC, offering a unique and reliable defensive system. reminiscent of the company's M&P striker guns. The CSX has a very familiar feel, all the way down to a similarly textured backstrap. However, the gun shuns polymer, instead, utilizing a durable aluminum alloy for the frame, tending to leave a more substantial impression in the hand. This isn't a complete trick of the mind, given the pistol is hefty for a micro-compact, weighing in at 19.5 ounces unloaded. Despite this, the single action is nimble as ever in presentation. Target acquisition, add target transition. As expected from a single action, the trigger is snappy as ever, enhanced by a flat-faced chew. At least Smith & Wesson has opted for an ambidextrous switch. It's on the light side for capacity for its class, shipping with 12 and 10 round magazines. But for many, that's more than enough for a concealed carry gun. WALTHER PPS M2, $475. The PPS M2 is the recently updated single-stack, compact 9mm pistol from WALTHER. The gun is designed for concealed carry and is also suitable as a backup gun for uniformed law enforcement officers. If you want to shoot like James Bond does, the WALTHER PPS M2 is for you. This handgun is a groundbreaking yet practical piece of hardware, combining a great concealed carry option with unrivaled accuracy and comfort. The PPS M2 is physically small like a carry gun should be, but handles itself more like a compact or full size. The grip's ergonomics fit most hands comfortably, and the option of 3 magazine lengths furthers that. The WALTHER PPS M2 is supplied with both a 6 and 7 round magazines, and an 8 round version is available as an aftermarket purchase. All magazines integrate nicely with the grip of the polymer frame, providing an extended grip with the larger magazines, but maintaining aesthetically pleasing lines.